Hello folks, how are we doing? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are playing Planet Zoo. It was released in beta earlier on today, and we thought we'd just log in and check it out, see what we thought. So hopefully the audio is okay. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If not, just message me. So I think what we'll do is, I don't really want to check out the career straight away, because it takes time. It's like the story mode. So I think we're going to check out the franchise mode first. I think because there's no sandbox yet, because obviously it's in beta access. So sandbox is not really something we want to be doing right about now. So let's go for franchise mode. Welcome to your franchise. What would you like to call it? I don't know. Just Aztec, that'll do. Excuse me. You'll have to put up with me because I actually have just kind of the other side of a cold at the moment, so might sound a bit fuzzy. So, Planet Zoo is Frontier's new Zoo Tycoon game, which it's due for release on the 22nd of November. You can still get access to the beta right now, so if you want to go pick that up until the 8th of October, I believe, you can do that. So, in Planet Zoo, they've got a number of different biomes. There's only one available. But there is desert, grasslands, tropical, temperate, I think it's taiga, and tundra. I'll still go for grassland, and we're going to go for Asia as well. Name zoo. Right, let's get straight to it. So yeah, as I say, this was dropped early on today, about 4 p.m, 5 p.m. UK time. So there was a slight issue with franchise mode, as far as I'm aware. I know that a few people have been having that problem, but I think looking on the forums, they said that they sorted it out. So hopefully we can drop some animals down, because the list of animals was empty. So you couldn't place any animals, which kind of defeats the object of the game, to be honest. So yeah, wait for this to load. My PC is screaming at the moment. It doesn't like streaming awfully much. Well, there you go. There's the first crash. Yeah, okay. That was probably because well, it's in beta, isn't it? So beta. Let's fire that up again for us. We're bound to get a crash sooner or later, weren't we? But didn't quite expect it to be that quick, to be fair. So yeah, excuse me. It's been a very long time since I did anything on the channel, to be honest with you. Things have been kind of getting in the way a little bit, life and work and all that kind of stuff. So apologies for the lack of content massive lack of content, to be honest, but I thought we'd play Planet Zoo on the channel because it's been highly anticipated by a lot of people in the community, and it is a game which has been it's actually based off Planet Coaster. Uses the same engine, and it looked very similar. So if you've played Planet Coaster, you'll be able to pick up Planet Zoo quite easily. It uses the same engine. the way that you build is the same, all that kind of stuff. So, right, well, we're here in game finally. So I would normally be playing this at 4K, but I don't particularly want to be doing that today, especially while streaming, because well, my PC will probably explode and run out the door, and not in that order. Yeah, here's the game. One thing that was said about the game in all the previews and screenshots and all the videos and that was that it looks more beautiful than Planet Coaster ever did, to be honest. So and I can quite believe that, to be honest with you. So I mean, even just even this entrance here, it's looking really nice. What I like about this game is that they've really kind of paid attention to all of the details that you might expect in a zoo. We actually went to Colchester Zoo quite recently this summer, and I took plenty of pictures and of the habitats, and I was a bit weird because obviously I was taking pictures of the buildings and all that kind of stuff for a bit of inspiration and things like that, because obviously we knew the game was coming. But I think we're just going to dive straight into it, to be honest, guys. Let's just place some paths down. We are going to be winging it. Obviously, I would recommend you do the tutorial if you've not ever played a game like this. But I think for now what we'll do is we'll just plonk some paths down. If I can figure out what size this path is. Oh, okay, so that's... Oh no, that's a crazy paving one. That's this one, isn't it? Okay. For some reason it's trying to... I'm not quite sure what it's trying to do, to be honest. Let's do grid option for now. Let's get out here a little bit. I'm sorry for coughing at you. Is it because width? It's not that. I'm trying to figure out why it's got this little kink in the side. Yeah, it must be 8. I don't think it's... I don't know. Let's have a little fork in the path. Bring that way, and well, in true style, they've always had problems with the path in this game, or these games. Let's just go around in a... Let's just go around this way. Bring that around this way. I'm going to give us enough room to build a habitat. Tell you what, let's just join that. Bring that back round up here. Join that there, like that. There you go, gives us enough room for a couple of enclosures, doesn't it? Right. So, as far as I know, in fact, before we go too far, let's just double check that we have got the animals here. So we need a... okay, yes. Yeah, so we need a trade centre so that we can... Yeah. Yeah, animal trade. Yeah, so you need a trading centre for animal trading. So So let's build one of those. Where am I looking? I'm looking in facilities, I would imagine. There's quite a few here. Staff facilities, keeper hut, quarantine, research centre, trade centre. That's what we want. So for now, I think we're just going to plonk these down, just so that we can at least get some animals going. Get our first habitat created. So the trade centre acts as a gateway for animals into the zoo. It is essential for bringing in any new animals. Okay, that's fine. I've also noticed as well, in Planet Coaster, they would give you a full building with walls and all that kind of stuff. This is like your like the bare bones of it. Like this, I mean, this looks like loft insulation. Like wall cavity installation, which means that you can build, what you're supposed to do is build a building around this and make it look pretty. Right, so now we've got animal trading. So look at the animal market. It's looking good. Way, there we go. Excuse me. So earlier on, it was reported that this list was empty or something. I know that a few streamers and were having some quite big issues in this particular mode, in franchise mode. They could place down buildings and facilities and things like that, but they couldn't actually get any animals in the animal trading. So God, I'm getting an awful lot of lag here, this list. What is it doing? So I think what we'll do is, what animal should we go for? We've got $39,000, whatever that means. Ostrich, warthog. Okay, yeah, here they come. Narwhal. I mean, there's been confirmed a number of different species of this game. I don't know the exact number, but it's a lot. Hippos, brown bears. Lots of different types of animals as well. I mean, you've got grizzly bears and black bears and forest bears and so what else have we got? What should we go for? Should we go for something simple like these African dogs just to start with? Ease us into the game, I reckon. So if we adopt one of those, which is a female, this animal's no longer available for adoption. Okay, let's try that again. There is something going on in the background, I have to admit. The game's running okay in the background, pretty much. But I'm getting an awful lot of lag in this list. It must be communicating with a server somewhere. So the reason why there's multiple no longer for adoption. Why is it no longer available for adoption? Adopt. Let me adopt something. It's only a dog. Even just one would be handy. Adopt. Come on. You cannot afford to adopt this animal. Oh, yes, of course. So animals actually cost I forget what they're called now. They're like conservation credits. That's right. And you get credits for releasing animals into the wild, selling animals back into the marketplace, sending your avatar to visit other zoos, which is also handy because we can visit other people's zoos in the community, which is really good. Where's that gone? Logging in daily, which sounds like a little bonus. Maybe you get 10 points a day for logging in. I don't know. Completing daily, weekly, monthly challenges, which is good because that sounds like Frontier are going to keep the game active. And completing community challenges, which reminds me very much like Elite Dangerous, those community goals that they do with Elite Dangerous. We've got 300, so we must be able to adopt this one because it's only 55. Failed. Ugh. Okay. Let's reload the list and see what happens. Right. 10. That's cheap. Let's buy him. And he's very young as well. She's very young. Sorry. Click. Adopt. Come on. Come on. Why is it so slow? Connect. Oh. There's something wrong with this. Let's try a different animal. What about an ostrich? Ostriches are really expensive. Why are they so expensive? Can we sort by price? Yes. Indian peafowl. Ah, so some of these cost money. Oh, they take time as well. Right. Oh, okay, yeah, so you can buy things for cash. Well, that's good, yeah. So if you haven't got any conservation credits, you can buy animals for cash, which is what I would have expected. So let's just see if we can adopt that one then. I mean, obviously it's going to be a warthog, isn't it, that we buy. Failed. Okay. Well, I guess this is a beta, and they've at least having animals coming up now, but we still can't. For some reason, we can't buy any. Not quite sure why that is. 5 minutes. Turtle. Yeah. It looks like there's having some troubles with connecting to the server. I'm guessing this list is updated from the internet, and obviously if there are any problems like there's expected to be, then of course it just doesn't work. Yeah, okay. I don't really want an alligator right now. I just want something easy I can build a quick enclosure that we can just plonk in or plonk down and have, you know. Let's see if we can try something else. What about giraffe? I like giraffe. Oh no, I can't afford that. 56 seconds. Yeah. Let's exit to the main menu and come back in and just see. Yeah, you're online. Game saved. Jolly good. Not that we've done anything, but thank you for saving it anyway. Right, let's try that again. Oh, I've had this cold for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 days now. It wasn't very nice. I feel fine now. I just have this stupid tickly cough. Every so often I have to just cough, you know. Right, well that came up a bit quicker, so let's hope hope we can. See what I mean? Tortoise. Please let me buy a 32-year-old tortoise. Adopt. Please work. It's dark now. We took so long, it's got dark. Failed to complete adoption. Yeah, I think it's broken still. Which is a shame, really, because I really wanted to build an animal. No matter. I think what we'll do anyway is we'll build some enclosures ready for when they do fix it, because I'm sure Frontier will get onto it tomorrow. But for the sake of the live stream, why don't we create a couple of enclosures and make sure that we're as ready as we can be, because we can't fully do the enclosures because we need the animals to tell us if they're happy with it or not. So first things first, what are we going to have first of all? Because this would normally what you'd have in zoos is you have the small animals at the front of the zoo, and you have the more exciting and the bigger animals towards the back, so that you go through the whole zoo and you see everything, and they want you to obviously to buy things and donate and see all the animals. So I'm thinking that something small at the entrance might be an idea. I'm trying it even though I know it's going to fail. So African wild dogs. So obviously they're based in Africa. So what we're going to need to do, they're only small, so we need a small barrier. Can we make it daytime, please? Oh, let's go for 9:35. There we go. Right. So we're going to build a small enclosure. We only want not climbable, watertight, resistance grade 5. So it looks like these barriers have a resistance rating, and I would imagine that your animals will escape their enclosures. They'll break through the fences, just like they do in Jurassic World Evolution. So let's start with the brick one first. The barrier system here really does remind me of the one in Jurassic World. They've taken kind of the best bits from Jurassic World and the best bits from Planet Coaster and kind of mashed it into a nice game for us, which is great because that's exactly what we want. Yeah, so that's placed a bit too close. Okay, so let's about there, and let's just build. I'm thinking maybe something like half of this little bit here, something like that, and then bring that round all the way to here. Let's go back one. And just take it all the way around here. I do like how you can just click the fence and it will go straight back to it, which is nice. See if we can curve it around this path nicely, shall we? So this is what was missing from Planet Coaster. If we could have placed fences like this on Planet Coaster, our parks would have been so much nicer. Rather than having to use the advanced move tool, where you normally press X, you can do really nice curves like this all the way around, and it looks amazing. And No. Oh, very good. Straight or curved? Straight, please. There we go. And there was our first enclosure. Wall. Anyway. I don't know what happened there. Now, if I was a builder, I'd be very upset by that. Shoddy work. Anyway, so I reckon African dogs will probably escape out of that because it looks like it's quite low. So what we're going to have to do, select one of these. I think we go all the way around. Yeah, 2 meters. Like this. And you adjust the height to... I see. That's brilliant. Should we take it up to 2.5 meters? I don't think... yeah, let's make it 3 meters. Dogs can jump quite high, can't they? Well, I know my dog can anyway. I have a dog called Luna, and she jumped out of our kitchen window once. That was fun. There we go. So we need a habitat gate. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Ooh. So I'm thinking... there. Oh, no, didn't want to do that. See, now it's bust me wall. Oh, there we go. Right, so gates, barriers. Oh, right, yeah, here's the invisible barrier. So, river for animals that can't swim. Yeah, so any animals that can't swim that, you know, like giraffe or whatever, and you want to have like a natural barrier, but the game still registers it as a habitat. You can raise it. Okay. Raise that up for me to 3 meters, 3.5, 3 meters. There we go. This game has so much potential. I mean, it's just nice to see the level of customization that we all want as well. I mean, it's just the barrier system is quite satisfying to place down. It's easy. Yeah, there's no like messing about or, you know, any annoyances or anything like that. It is just easy, and I love that. I think that's brilliant. Right, so we're gonna have to pop in. Oh yeah, how do you add? Window. Here we go. This is what I want. I was just thinking. Obviously, the guests aren't gonna be able to see it. They want to be able to see the African wild dogs. So let's pop in some glass. I'm thinking one there. Stretch it over 2. Like so. There we go. And if we pop one... Because I know a lot of the time in zoos that I've been to, they'll have a window. If it's a round habitat like this, they'll have like a couple of windows around the habitat. Because obviously if you have like the whole thing made out of glass, the animals are just going to feel like they're in a fishbowl. And it's going to be stressful for them, which is also modelled in game. So I think that'll do. I think that's good. Excuse me. So now we need to make it look like Africa. So if we go to... Let's go terrain first. Now, obviously terrain has a big impact on all of your animals in the zoo. Things from the actual terrain, so whether there's enough grass, soil, sand, snow, rock, Each animal's different, so I'm guessing we need to try and match this as closely as we can, because we can't adopt any animals yet. Now I'm thinking in Africa they've got a lot of soil-based stuff. Let's make that a bit smaller. A lot of soil-based stuff, yes, absolutely. So you need to put quite a bit of soil in here, I would imagine. There we go. Now right up to the edge. Oh, don't those textures look good? The small things I know, but when you zoom right into your animals, it just looks good. It looks good, doesn't it? I'm thinking maybe they're going to need some. It's actually quite a big habitat. I didn't realise how big that was. I'm thinking they're going to need some water. So should we pop in some? Where should we have a bit of a water? I'm thinking the sun rises that way and sets that way. So I'm thinking if we have the water around here, not too much, just a little bit. Calm water. Oh, it's frozen. There we go. It's frozen again. There we go. It's basic, I know, but it's functional. Does seem there are some performance issues with the game. My PC is not the newest, I know, but come on. Planet Coaster wasn't this bad. Right, so let's get some trees and vegetation in here. One thing I do know that Planet Zoo has, that Planet Coaster kind of struggled with a little bit, was the amount of plants and vegetation and trees. I mean, just look at this list. It's about as big as the scenery items list in Planet Coaster. I mean, it's huge. So, let's have a look. We can filter these. And they're my filters. Biome. So we want... see, I'm not sure. It must be desert. Yeah, it must be desert, because African wild dogs are out in the desert, aren't they? Continent. Africa. There we go. Property. No, we don't want that. Theme. No, not worried about that, because that's for scenery. So, coconut palms. Oh, this is all like rainforesty type stuff. Frankincense tree. What does that look like? Yeah, that's alright, isn't it? I don't. To be honest, I've never been to Africa, so I wouldn't know what they look like. Slightly more different one. I think it's a good idea to kind of try and hide the gates a little bit. Oh, we're clipping. We're clipping. See? The same Planet Coaster stuff. With the advanced move tool, except it looks like it gets blurry when you turn anything. Let's just move that away just a little bit. We don't want anything clipping through like that, because it'll look weird. And even if it doesn't bother you, that'll bother me. So let's do that a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, looks good. Now I'm sure there are more here. What's Taiga? Okay. Tundra? No. Tell you what, let's just yeah, let's just do that all by Africa. Look, that'll give us everything in Africa that they would have. Maple trees. That's a lot here. I want some sort of... No, I don't want those. Excuse me. I'm looking for... apple tree. I wonder if animals will take apples from apple trees. That would be good, wouldn't it? Nestle... What's that? Well, that's nice. Oh, that's quite big. Look how pretty they are. Salt cedar bush. That's good. I like that. Let's put that down there. That'll do. Right, let's chuck another one of these over here. We got any other bushes? I don't really want reeds in there, but let's just chuck a couple on the wall. Just because I kind of think it would be nice to kind of make the environment as natural as possible without being a bit ridiculous. Now, from an animal's point of view, you're going to want to try and hide away all the walls and all of the man-made stuff as much as possible. So, I mean, I'm no expert when it comes to animals, but you would think that they'd want to hide things away, you know. That looks good. Let's pop another one over here. There we go. Let's pop some on this side as well, just to balance it out. Otherwise, it's going to look a bit weird, isn't it? I love the theme music in these games. I think it's J.J. Epsom that does the music in Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo, and I have to admit he's a genius, or she. I can't remember who. There we go. That needs to come down a bit. It looks a bit silly. That's better. View animal market. Should we give it another go quickly? Let it refresh. Frontier have been known to update the game and make things working, even though it's silly o'clock in the morning or night. See, that's cheap. Let's see if we can have a quick go. No, still broken. Not to worry. This habitat is absolutely massive. So just talking about habitats and animals and things, you can put more than one animal type or species in the same exhibit, which is really good because you can have coexisting exhibits with multiple animals, which is good, you know, because that's exactly what happens in the wild. You know, you don't have You know, the animals aren't caged in the wild; they coexist in a single area. So you'd expect them to also um, do the same, you know, in captivity, so to speak. I feel like we could do sort of a slightly bigger tree. Not that big. Not that big. God, these are massive. Are they I mean, seriously, what's it called? Baobab. Baobab. Baobab? Baobab trees. Are they really that big in reality? And if we take the size of a standard human being, which is the size of that door, I mean, that's like 4 or 5 stories high in a building. They probably are. No, we don't want any of those. I feel like palm trees are not ideal here, really. Thinking of sort of like grassland, kind of thorny bushes, things like that. Banana palm. Maybe. That's cute. Pop a couple of those around. So if you're joining the stream halfway through, welcome to Planet Zoo Building Simulator, where animals no longer don't exist at the moment due to a technical error in the game. Oh dear. It is a shame. That is a shame we can't see the animals. I mean, that's why we all wanted to play Planet Zoo, isn't it, really? But not to worry. We can always come back and do another stream. And we'll have the joy of being able to unleash our animals into their... or release them into the habitat, can't we? I'm just kind of getting to grips with all of the foliage and stuff. Vine curtain. Oh, that's cute. There aren't any kind of larger bushes or anything. Gardening, rocks, plants. Yeah, see, these are all just sort of like flowers and stuff. Is it me? I'm probably being stupid, but there must be some... Those all seem like acacia trees. Yeah, they're in Africa, aren't they? Looks nice. Line to surface. That's better. Whoop. Yeah, so you can do things like that, like this. Oh, not like that. That looks a bit silly. It just makes it look nice from the outside, you know? Another freeze. Whoop. Now where are we looking? Ah, there we go. Yeah, so like from the outside in, that looks nice. And we could even go as far as putting up some of these vine curtains and stuff as well. Ivy horizontal. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, they've even got the corner ones. Oh, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. So look, you can do that, and that. But it looks a bit weird now, so is there like a left and right one? 4 meter, 2 meter. Because these are, they're not square, are they? Not really. Because you're not going to have it like that, are you? I don't know. I'm a little confused. I mean, it doesn't take much, but you'd have thought they'd have done a left and right one. Because that just looks a bit silly now, do you know? Do you know what I mean? I mean, if they made it look the same both ways, then it wouldn't be too much of a problem, but position, snap, rotation, line service, yeah. Flat terrain, no. Oh well, it doesn't matter. To me that just doesn't look right. But it does look good. You have to admit that. It just looks more natural, doesn't it? And of course we could pop in some of, where are they? Oh god, they're huge. Yeah, that's too big. Where are those little ones? 4 meters. Yeah, that's massive as well. Reed strip. I feel like we need something like underneath, like just here. What's that? Yeah, it's still got like flowers on them. I don't really want flowers. Aha. That kind of thing. There you go. Looks a bit more natural, doesn't it? A shame. There's still nothing in our enclosure. I spent all that time just on the window, and I've got another window over there and a window here to do. So let me get some more bits and bobs in here. What's that? Oh wow, look at that. Isn't it just so gorgeous? Just looks so nice. I'm all for a little bit of colour, so I don't know. I don't want to put too many different types of trees in because I think that just looks a bit silly. I think maybe another one of these. Acacia tree. Let's put a couple of trees over here in this corner. Custard apple tree. What is one of those? I like that. Excuse me. It doubles up really nicely as a big bush as well. Oops. Right, let's plonk another couple of bits down and then just very quickly move along, because I did not realise how big this enclosure would be. Okay. Now, let's have a look at our habitat. I just want to have a quick look in here because I want to just explain a little bit about what you can do with certain habitats. Now, obviously we've had things like lemurs and little monkeys, you know, I forget what they're called now, the mandrills I think they are, and they can climb up these climbing frames. Now the really nice thing with these is that enrichment items, here we go, is that all of these items here, so this top row with the exception of that one, because these the ones that are kind of already put together are prefab ones, so if you don't really want to make one, you can just plonk one down, you know, wherever you want really. But with these things, animals will actually climb on. You can build your own, and the animals will use them. They will climb up onto them, which I think is extremely clever on Frontier's part and a technical point of view. I just want to check something out as well. Actually, can you? Oh, you can. I mean, you can build your own jungle gym for your animals, which is incredible. I mean, if we look at some of these prefab ones, just to give you an idea, all these parts, individual. I mean, it's like building your own cat stand, isn't it? I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. I mean, Frontier have really kind of taken this and sort of said, well, you know, how can we make this game a little bit better? And they did. I mean, they you know, they went out to zoos and said, you know, how can we recreate? You know, because they obviously know a lot of people in Planet Coaster love to build, myself included. And there are content creators out there that are much more advanced in terms of building than I will ever be. But you know, they went out to zoos and they said, well, can't we create a system where players can build their own, you know, climbing frames, and our animals will climb onto them? I mean, it's very clever. Let's just say that. So what other items have we got here? This interests me. Food cage. Now I don't know whether this thing is for the larger animals. I suspect it is, because it's a great big wagging bit of metal, or whether it's for, you know, climbing animals, you know, monkeys.